I understand it's a TEDx event, so all of you are trying to put on your best behavior. But me and Euphoria are about anything but best behavior. We are bad. We are very very bad people. Unruly behavior. जितना गन मचाओगे उतना ज़्यादा मजा आएगा. तो एक बार जोर से फिर से please. अब लगा यहाँ पे average age is about 17, 18 and not 43, 44. So thank you so much, guys. Johar Jharkhand. Namaskar. Guys, I'm Dr. Palash Sen and I am a rock star. And I don't say this with any kind of arrogance. I don't say this with any kind of conceit. The word rock star is used very, very callously, very, very frivolously in our country, especially by the media. Bollywood mein to sare rock star hain. All the cricketers are rock stars. Everybody's a rock star. The word rock star was created in the West for a particular reason. But we'll talk about that another time. For the time being, I just want to say, I want to tell you why I think I'm a rock star. Bear with me. I've invested in the greatest real estate in the whole world. It gives me a home in every city. It gives me a home in every major destination all over the world. I have invested in your love, in your hearts. The fact that all of you have given me returns in plenty for 23 years is what makes me an extremely rich man, and that's why I am a rock star. 2, I invest in people. You know, I have friends, I have family, I never let down anybody. In my life, I've never left anybody behind. I never give up on people. I don't judge people. I don't sit in any kind of judgment. I don't tell them how bad, how such big failures they are. I always try to tell them what big successes they are. And I've had friends from different social circles who maybe speak a different language, who come from different places, who might not eat the same food I do, who might not like the same things I do. And because of them, I have grown. Because of them, I have seen the world. And that's what makes me a rock star. What else makes me a rock star? I only bow my head in front of 2 people, God and my mother. On earth, if we have gods, it's our mothers. I've always believed that. Maybe they are the real gods. You know, God has been created just to keep all of us in some kind of check. But there are only 2 people I bow in front of. So basically, I bow my head in gratitude, but kabhi gulami mein maine apna sar nahi jhukaya. And that's the reason, maybe, no record label in this country backs me, no corporate house backs me, no film production backs me, no mafia backs me. But most of you know me. And the ones who don't know me, you can go and listen to Tony Kakkad or whoever. I don't know. Doesn't make a difference to me. The fact that I've always got this support from the people in this country without any major media or film backing is what makes me a rock star. You're very kind people. मैं इतनी बकवास कर रहा हूँ तुम लोग ताली मारो. Good, yeah. You know, I think we all go through life and we have so many dreams. And I think I'm one of those few people who's dreamt these dreams. I face failure at every step, at every level. Every day I face failure, yet I don't give up on my dreams. And that's what I'm going to encourage all of you. Because I don't give up on my dreams, because I live to live another dream, I see a dream every day. That's what makes me a rock star. That's what makes each one of us rock stars. We are special the way we are. I think I am special. I think each one of you is special. And that reason that we are so special, makes me a rock star, makes you a rock star. So now that I have your attention, guys, I just want to say this. Lend me your ears, countrymen and countrywomen. Let me take you through my life. I'm a storyteller. Let me tell you the story of my life. It's a story of failures, defeats, heartbreaks, heartaches. मतलब हर दिन बत्ती लगी है, लेकिन तब भी I've gone on. Yeah, so I've gone through this entire thing, all these things in my life, but my life is a life of possibilities. And to dream these possibilities is what makes my life special. I happen to be a half Bengali and a half Dogra. My father belongs to Banaras, Kashi. My mother belongs to Jammu and Kashmir. They both met in college in KGMC in Uttar Pradesh. The best thing that they did was get married, produce me. And yeah, so I was a child which was, which knew from the beginning that मैं आधा वाराणसी का हूँ, आधा जम्मू का हूँ. Varanasi is renowned for thugs. बनारस के ठग बहुत मशहूर होते हैं. कोई बनारस वाला यहाँ बैठा तो नहीं है? भैया कैसन? तो बनारस के ठग बहुत फेमस होते हैं, लेकिन बनारस के लोग अक्लमंद बहुत होते हैं. बनारस has given people पंडित रविशंकर जी, उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान साहब, राजन साजन मिश्रा, and I mean so many people. It was supposed to be the hotbed of intellect. There are a lot of intellectuals over there. तो ठग भी थे, intellects भी थे. Jammu wale jo hai, you know this, for the last 40 years, there's a war going on in Jammu and Kashmir. There's so many people fighting and there's terrorism and this and that. But still, people from Jammu and Kashmir have a smile on their face and they don't give up easily. They fight till the last breath. You know about the Dogra regiment. The Dogra Rifles are one of the fiercest, the strongest regiments of the Indian Army. So you can understand, that is my gene pool. मैं आधा एक होली ठग हूँ और आधा एक फाइटर हूँ. दोनों चीजें are part of my gene pool. And that's what my life has been from the beginning. I am a displaced child. I was sent away to Jammu and Kashmir to be looked after by my Nana and Nani because Papa and Mama were very busy, both being doctors. So I went to Jammu and Kashmir. I was my Nana was a justice in the J&K High Court. And it was a good, very cushioned life. But when I was about 5.5, almost 6, I was suddenly told, this is not your home. We are not your parents. Your parents are in Delhi. What? No, it can't be. No, they said, no, this is where it is. I was a small town guy, I was happy to be in Jammu, small place, galiyan, play with your friends. It was all about, being one with the earth. Zameen se jude hue. Suddenly you come to Delhi, you see cars and you see high rises, and it's a very, very modern world all out here. People speak in English. I didn't know how to speak in English, I'll be honest with you. When I came from Jammu, I could hardly speak in English. I could hardly speak in Hindi also. It was like that. Anyway, come from Jammu, come to Delhi. My dad had a dream that, I'm going to be a part of one of the best schools in the country. It's called St. Columbus School. It's in Delhi. It's a Christian Brothers school. Went over there. I could not speak in English and Hindi, as I said. But I went over there. The admissions were shut. My father said, no, I'm going to write a letter to Father Foley, who was the principal. Wrote a letter. Father Foley called us for an interview, where I went, and it was a disaster. It was very, very bad. But there was something that Father Foley saw in me. He gave me a chance. And this was because my father believed it is possible. It became reality. It was possible. I went to St. Columbus, did what we do in school, went through the motions, classes, cricket, quizzing, elocution, singing, theater, everything. I did everything. I was not trained at anything, mind you. But I did everything because I was told by my parents, especially by my father, it is possible. And like Ranchi's favorite son, MS Dhoni, मुझे एक ही चीज़ आती थी, बॉल देखो मारो. वो कोई भी हो, पढ़ाई हो, acting हो, quizzing ho, kuch bhi ho. Just hit it out of the park. Don't keep blocking. If you're not going to hit it out of the park, better to retire or not play at all. So that's all I knew. That's all I did. Brings me to class 11. And suddenly I'm asked to do a musical. It was called The Wiz. It's a musical. It's in English. I'm not trained in theater. I'm not trained in singing, operatic singing. I was not trained in it. But I did it because, again, I believed it is possible. I went for the auditions. I think I failed every step of the audition. But there was a brother over there, Brother D'Souza, who was doing the direction of the play. He believed I can do it. Also because I believed I can do it. He asked me, Palash, why should I take you in this play? I told him, sir, I think I'm the best guy for this role. I'm the best guy for your production. And all the women are going to love me. I said it on his face. He said, I don't know about the women loving you. You're a good guy. You just come on. I had a very illustrious, co-actor in the play. His name is Shah Rukh Khan. Both of us did the play together. Both of us have gone on to do whatever we've done. If we both could do it, let me just tell you guys, it is possible. Brings me to my medical college. Because I come from 17 generations of doctors in my family. Everybody's a doctor. Saints are traditionally supposed to be doctors. So the first 14 generations were Ayurvedic doctors. The last 3 generations are allopathic doctors. So I had to become a doctor. मतलब वो तो कोई option थी ही नहीं. ये तो करना ही था. So, I appeared for my PMT. I don't know if anybody knows about, now it's called NEET. At that time, it was called PMT. And I failed every college. I didn't get through the first time. I didn't get through at all. But that was the challenge. It was, again, a failure. And I just want to say this. I mean, I don't like being in this spot every time. Ke har baar failure hi hoga, tabhi main, I'll become more and more motivated. But that's what happened. I got motivated. I tried for it. Got through the next time, got into medical college. Medical college actually taught me some of the greatest lessons of my life. I lost 2 things immediately. First of all, seeing so many talented people, educated people, people who want to achieve something in life. It made me lose 2 things. Greed. First thing I lost was greed. Second thing I lost was pride. There's no pride, there's no greed when you become a doctor. Also, I learned 2 realities of life. Disease and death. Everything else is a mirage. These are the only truths of life, disease and death. Went through medical college. Euphoria was born in medical college. And it was primarily, again, born for one simple reason. I realized every time you get on stage and you start doing this kind of music, you start rocking, all the chicks get impressed. So that was my only reason to get on stage and make a band. But then there was this burning desire that, I can change something with this kind of music. Nobody was doing this kind of music. But that we'll talk a little later. I get through college and, you're going on doing things that are supposed to be done. Padhai karo, then you get married. So I got married to a beautiful girl. A guy like me got married to a beautiful girl. Itself is validation of the fact that it is possible. So all of you who think that ये हो नहीं सकता है, definitely हो सकता है. So हो गई. I got married to a lovely girl. 4 months after I got married, I lost my dad. He just died. He was a fit man. He was hardly 55 years of age, and he just dropped and he died. Sudden death, huge heart attack, maybe a brain hemorrhage, whatever. We never found out. He just dropped and he died. The day he died, I came back home. I remember every Hindu household has all these idols, घर में सारे भगवान होते हैं जिनको हर दिन हम लोग पूछते हैं. I picked up each one of those idols and I threw them out of the house. If God could not save my dad, such a good man, he could not save my dad, why should I believe in these idols? They're after all just idols. It's just pagan worshipping. It's just that. I just threw it away. Simultaneously, I was going to take my final year MD exams, and I couldn't pass it. I couldn't get through. I was in such a shock. I was in so much of trauma. I couldn't get through those exams. Failure once again. But I'll just tell you, what did failure lead me to? It led me to my father's clinic, smaller clinic Papa had, and I started taking care of the clinic. Once I started taking care of the clinic, suddenly I realized that all his associates, his patients, they all started coming to me, started getting cured by me, and suddenly I found that confidence. And in that moment, Dr. Palash Sen was born. It was not when I completed my studies. It was in that moment. Because when a patient is believing in your abilities, that's when the doctor is born. In the impossible situation that I was part of, I still found optimism in all the pessimism that was all around me. I just want to tell you this, guys. I was hardly 26 at that time. But at that time also, I was curing people. I was treating people. And I want to tell you this. If you believe, it is possible. Takes me to the next part. I'm trying to beat 13 minutes, so I'm just going to go. It's 13, no? It's what, 23 minutes? How many is it? So okay, fine. So now this happens. Also, I'm not earning that well. I am the man of the house. I am taking care of the household. I have a brand new wife. I'm not earning that well. The great KK, everybody knows great KK. He was a singer in Delhi at that time. He shifted to Bombay. All the jingles came to me. I started singing those jingles. I started making whatever little money, 500 rupees a jingle, 800 rupees a jingle, 700 rupees a jingles. But I started singing all the jingles that KK had given up, and they came to me. What I'm trying to say is, again, at this point, when everything looked like it's not going to work out, God again sent me an opportunity which would take me ahead. Because of singing for these jingles and because I already had a band, suddenly there was interest in this guy, who's in Delhi. He has a band, sings in Hindi, and there is something different about this band. Somebody sitting somewhere who owned Archie's Music. Archie's is actually a card company. But that man sitting over there suddenly realized that this music can be, sent across to people, to kids. It can be marketed. It can be the next big thing. He called me up. He says, Palash, I only have 2.5 lakh rupees. 2.5 lakh rupees mein, in 2.5 lakh rupees, you have to produce your first album. I came back. You'll just be seeing my bro, DJ, later. DJ is my closest friend for years. I came back home and I asked him, I said, DJ, how can we do an album in 2.5 lakh rupees? He says, no, Polly, don't give. Everybody calls me Polly. So he says, Polly, don't worry about it. Karenge. It is possible. How do we do it? We did the entire album in 11 days. One song came out of it called Dhoom Pichak. And when the song came out, I told the entire band, it's folk, it's rock. It's not what people are listening to. People are still listening to, Bollywood music. People are listening to actors who are trying to pretend like singers. People are watching singers who are pretending to be actors. There was no real backing for independent music. It still isn't. Let me just tell you that. It still isn't. So I think for me, it's a huge honor that all of you have called a non-film independent musician to come and address you today. It's a huge honor for me. And I just want to thank each one of you. Thank you so much, really. Anyway, this song comes out. The whole country is singing it. It's a song about God. I think way before Jai Shri Ram became a line in this country, I was always saying, Aage Jaane Ram Kya Hoga? Brings us to a song called Mairi. It's a song about mother. It's a song about Ma. Everybody's saying, see, Ma ka gana hai. I mean, how can it be that successful? It was a success. It was something that has become an anthem today, and I just wonder how could it happen? How could it happen with a song like that? Song after song after song. I'm just telling you, still there's no backing. There are failures at every stop. If I go into it, you'll be wondering, yaar, ye itne zindagi mein kiya kya hai? So actually, it's a life full of failures. Failures at every step. Always being told, this is not the music that you should be doing. This is not it. This doesn't work. Let me tell all of you guys, because you're an engaged audience, Euphoria has not earned a single rupee in royalties in 23 years. We've never earned any royalties. Why? Because I was told by all the collection, agencies, by whoever we took out the music with, that, this music hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. It's a flop. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Having heard that almost every day of my life, I'm standing in front of you with 8 full-length albums, 40 singles, 53 music videos, and countless music concerts because I chose to believe. Let me also just tell you that I'm a very shy person. मैं stage पे ही ऐसे बोलता हूँ. वहाँ मिलोगे तो ऐसे ही बोलता हूँ मैं बिल्कुल. All this brings me to a point when I'm standing in front of you. You just saw the music video from our brand new album. It was taken out in 2021 when the COVID was at full swing. There was a pandemic and we took out this album. And this album, again reaffirmed my faith in us, in our band, in myself, and in the audiences. Because you guys are the only reason we are. Because you are, we are. So as I bring this talk to and maybe this session to an end, just want to say this, guys, that, in life, every path is going to be very, very tough. It's going to be a path full of failures, defeat, heartbreaks. People are going to be disloyal. People are going to backstab you. People are going to tell you that you're not good enough. But don't stop. Don't ever stop. Keep walking. Keep rocking. Don't stop, because that is the main thing. Nobody can believe in your dreams the way you can believe in your dreams. See your dreams yourself. Live your dreams yourself. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough. Don't let anyone tell you that your dream is not good enough, because it is not his dream. It's not her dream. It's your dream. So what's going to happen? What's the worst thing that's going to happen? You're going to face failure. Most of the people, you give up your dreams because you can't face failure. Also, maybe you think, if I get success, maybe I can't handle it. Maybe I can't handle this. Maybe I can't handle that. But no. Don't stop. You have to keep on walking. You have to keep on rocking. Because I'm telling you once again, it is. So as you walk ahead and you know that, this is going to be a time that, you're going to be facing all the a defeatist mentality. You're going to have these hanger-ons who are going to be telling you, ye karo, do it like this, do it like that, don't do it like that, that doesn't work. You're going to have all these, hanger-ons, these sycophants, all these great advisors who don't know, they don't know anything, but they are just giving you advice. What I'm trying to tell you guys, don't believe in anybody else. Just believe in yourself. Believe in your God. Believe in yourself. And if anybody else you want to believe in, please believe in your parents. Parents are the only people in this world who will never compete with you, no matter what. Everybody else will compete with you. Parents will never compete with you. Believe in them. Believe your God. Believe in yourself. And one thing more I'm going to say this, guys. We are all happy to be copycats, हमें लगता है, oh, this kind of haircut is important. These kind of clothes are important. This is the way I should be. This kind of makeup I have to, wear. I'm talking about the ladies, not the guys. So this is the makeup I have to wear. These are the words I have to say. This is the music I have to listen to. This is the movie I have to, watch. This is a book I have to read. Don't be a copycat, guys. It's always more difficult to be original. Don't be a copycat. It's always more important to be original. That path is going to be tough. That path is going to be difficult. It's going to be full of thorns. It's going to be full of hurdles. But that is the only path that's going to take you to salvation. And that's at that point when you get that salvation is when you will be standing on a stage like this and say, I am a rock star. Today, one small dream of mine came true and I want to share it with all of you. I had a dream of coming and speaking at TEDxKanke. I'm here with all of you. Thank you so much. So as I say, guys, I always say this to everybody, stay mehfooz, God bless you, stay euphoric forever. Thank you. I am Dr. Palash Sen.